Okay, it's been moved by Senator Hall. Secretary, can you please call the roll?
The motion is due pass to Appropriations Committee. Pan.
Aye.
Pan, aye. Morrell. Aye. Morrell, aye. Bell. Aye. Bell, aye. Fuller. Hall.
Aye.
Hall, aye.
We also heard Senator Mendoza's bill, SB 780, as a subcommittee, so I'd be happy to entertain a motion. It's moved by Senator Hall. Secretary, can you please call the roll?
Motion is due pass to Appropriations Committee. Pan.
Aye.
Pan, aye. Morrell. Bell.
Aye.
Bell, aye. Fuller. Hall.
Aye.
Hall, aye.
Okay, we'll keep that on call as well. Senator Hancock, welcome.
Thank you very much. Chair, is this on? Yeah. SB 644 is a bill that will help individuals with developmental disabilities gain state employment by removing some of the barriers in our current system. And as you know, about 92% of individuals with developmental disabilities do not have jobs in California right now. They are forced to rely on public benefits and public services, even though many of them want more than anything else to be part of the community and go to work. So the existing LEAP program, which stands for Limited Examination and Appointment Program, was established as an alternative to the traditional civil service exam and appointment process. The problem is that it's often not an effective alternative for people with developmental disability because it relies on a written test to kind of pre-qualify people, and then their name is sent out on a list to departments that might be interested. Although many people with developmental disabilities can be successfully employed in jobs involving complex tasks, they do need time and training to learn the job, and written tests are just not a valid measure of what they're able to do. So SB 644 would allow adults with developmental disabilities to complete an internship in lieu of the current written exam. The internship would be at least 6 months, 1,024 hours. It would be concluded with the customary 6-month probation period, which wouldn't change. And since you'd be dealing right away with an agency that was interested in the program and supportive of the candidate, we think it would be very useful and successful in improving the LEAP program. So with me today in support of the bill are Will Sanford from Futures Explored and Dion Aroner on behalf of East Bay Innovations.
Thank you. Witness in support.
Okay. Will Sanford, Futures Explored. We're very much interested in this concept. We've used it a lot. It's basically a performance-based way to measure the skills our folks have. They may not be able to take a written test or be able to do that very well, but they can definitely demonstrate their abilities on the job. We've run this successfully in a number of locations. We are a project search organization, and we've been able to get a number of people hired in very complex jobs at Kaiser based on their managers seeing them actually perform the work while they're an intern. So this simply gives a way for them to really get access to the state employment, and we hope that the state will take leadership in using this as a methodology that other state or local governments could also use. Thanks.
And I'm Dion Aroner on behalf of East Bay Innovations, and I don't have to add too much to this, except we've been incredibly successful at placing employees in Children's Hospital in Oakland, even at the Sheriff's Department in Alameda County, as well as in our health plan at Alameda County and other public social services agencies. And so we ask for your aye vote. This is a way of ensuring that people with developmental disabilities can do exactly what they have wanted to do for so long, and that is to go to work. And it follows along with Senator Bell's legislation around what we call employment first. So thank you.
Next witness is in support.
Greg is here with the ARC and United Cerebral Palsy California Collaboration, a coalition of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and their families, friends, and service providers, and we support the bill.
Mr. Chair, it's Sue North, representing California Disability Services Association. We're pleased to co-sponsor this bill with the agencies that you've just heard from, and look forward to opening a new door into state work for people that are very qualified to do many jobs.
Good afternoon, Steve Wallach on behalf of the Alameda County Board of Supervisors. Also urge your support.
Daniel Savino, Association of Regional Center Agencies. The regional centers are the service coordination centers for people with developmental disabilities. Very much in support of this excellent opportunity to test the ability of an individual to do the job, which is really the fundamental question. And we know that that's definitely an excellent outcome, results in more employment. Thank you, Senator, for authoring this.
Excellent. Seeing no other witnesses supporting, witnesses in opposition? Seeing none, questions from committee members? Seeing none, okay. Senator Nkak, I want to thank you so much for bringing this bill forward. I think it's very important we create more opportunities for people with disabilities. Would you like to close?
Thank you. I would just ask for your aye vote.
Excellent. It's been moved by Senator Bell. Secretary, please call the roll.
To pass to Appropriations Committee, Pan.
Aye.
Pan, aye. Morel. Bell.
Aye.
Bell, aye. Fuller. Hall.
Aye.
Hall, aye.
So you have 3 votes. We'll keep it on call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Senator Bell, would you like to present?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members. Senate Joint Resolution Number 1 urges the United States Congress to pass legislation repealing the Social Security Act's windfall elimination provision and government pension offset. In California, these provisions penalize individuals who begin their careers in the private sector and then switch over to the public sector. When they decide to switch careers and become teachers or public safety officers, it reduces their benefits because the state or local government employer is not coordinated with Social Security. It is critical for the United States government to take action in removing these penalties to ensure our teachers and other public employees are treated fairly under the Social Security system. I'd like to pass it on on to the co-sponsors of our resolution. Thank you.
I'll move the bill. Thank you, Senator. Witnesses support.
Andrea, are we on? Right.
Go ahead.
Thanks. Andrea York on behalf of the Faculty Association of California Community Colleges. This resolution is important to our members. Many of them enter the workforce a little bit later than the average age of a K-12 instructor because of the amount of education that it takes to become a community college instructor. Also, this severely impacts our career technical education instructors, many who make the sacrifice of leaving the private sector to go in and teach, not always with job security, and this impact makes a big difference on their retirement. Thank you.
Salvia Senor with the Association of California School Administrators here in support, but I also want to indicate to you that the California Teachers Association and the California Retired Teachers Association are also in support of this measure. For school administrators, extremely important, sort of what our colleagues has just mentioned regarding second career folks that enter this profession. The education community is very dependent on individuals that have experience in private industry that want to come and become teachers in our school system, and this penalizes them. And so for those reasons, we want you to support SJR 1.
Okay, thank you. And what other witnesses support? Yes, please come up.
Mary Ann Ashley with the California State Teachers Retirement System, also in support of the measure.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members. Brian Sherman on behalf of Los Angeles County Professional Peace Officers, Long Beach and Santa Ana Police Officers, Sacramento Deputy Sheriffs, and also the California Fraternal Order of Police, all in support of this bill. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, seeing no other witnesses in support, any witnesses in opposition? Seeing none, questions from committee members? Okay, just want to briefly say that, especially now when you have people changing careers, the fact that it's now someone considers a career in public service, they could actually end up losing Social Security. It's something we need to definitely fix, and I appreciate you bringing this up. Senator Bill, would you like to close?
It's not fair to Californians. I ask that I vote. Thank you.
Okay, it's been moved by Senator Hall. Secretary, please call the roll.
Motion is be adopted to Senate floor. Pan.
Aye.
Pan, aye. Morel? No. Bell? Bell, aye. Fuller? Hall?
Aye.
Hall, aye.
Okay, you have 3. We'll keep the roll open. Thank you. Vice Chair Morrell, I'm guessing I'm next, so I'm going to pass the gavel to you to chair.
Hey, Senator.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chair Morrell and members. I'm here to present to you Senate Bill 686, which simply grants full collective bargaining rights to supervisory employees who are sworn peace officers employed by the University of California or the Hastings College of Law. The UC and Hastings peace officers play a key role in protecting our UC campuses, but currently do not have collective bargaining rights under the Higher Education Employer-Employee Relations Act, which would allow them to fairly negotiate the terms of their employment, such as wages, hours, health care, and other benefits. In 1983, the Public Employment Relations Boards, or PERB, created an exemption to HERA that prevented only UC and Hastings peace officers from getting collective bargaining rights because the board felt the peace officers who were supervising employees did not have substantially similar duties to their subordinates. CSU peace officers, on the other hand, were allowed to keep their collective bargaining rights. This original PERB ruling is outdated, and today the UC and Hastings peace officers run similarly to CSU peace officers. It seems unfair to prevent UC and Hastings peace officers from adequately representing themselves and negotiating their terms of employment. SB 686 fixes this inequality. There's no opposition to this bill, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote. Thank you, and I have witnesses in support.
Witnesses. Keith Uriarte, Regional Director, for Teamsters Local 2010. I'm in support of this legislation. The police sergeants are a critical link to the safety of all of the students in the UC system. Thank you.
Sergeant Danny Sheffield, UC Davis Police Department, in support of the legislation. Basically, we're just asking for our seat at the table to be able to talk to the management, to be able to be that link between the workers on the street and the folks that are making the policy decisions. We currently don't have that.
Any additional wishes?
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, Shane Gussman on behalf of the California Teamsters Public Affairs Council in support.
Any additional folks in support? Any opposition?
The bill.
Move the bill. Any comments from the dais? No comments. Ready to take the roll?
Current motion is due pass to Appropriations Committee. Pan.
Aye.
Pan, aye. Morel?
No.
Morel, no. Bell?
Aye.
Bell, aye. Fuller? Fuller, aye. Hall?
Aye.
Hall, aye.
Well, yes. Yes, you may. Well, are you sure?
I called it out already. I said the final vote was 4-1. We can't change. I already called the final vote.
So I haven't closed out any of the bills other than this one. So
But you did close it out, I didn't.
No, we didn't. We closed out this one. We had all the votes recorded and announced.
Yes.
Okay.
It is, I'm sorry, it is a Senate rule that once you've placed your vote and it's been announced, you cannot change it.
I'm late, I
Okay.
should have been here earlier, it's okay.
I apologize.
It's not your fault, if it was still open,
It is
I
a-
would have been great, it's not still open, that's fine.
It's a
Okay.
Senate rule, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay.
I would rather follow rules, thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry, Senator Fuller. I did not want you, yeah, we don't, so.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. So, okay, so we're going to go back on the remaining items that are still open on call. I think I'll just go by the file item number. So The first item is still on call is SB 185 by Senator De Leon on Public Retirement Systems, Public Divestiture of Thermal Coal Companies Act. Secretary, please call the roll, I think, is it of absent members?
The current vote is 3-1. The motion is due pass to Appropriations Committee. Fuller? Fuller, no.
Next, okay.
That vote is 3-2. That bill
Okay.
is out.
Okay, that vote is 3-2. The bill is out. Okay. Item number 2, SB 644 by Hancock, State Employment Limited Exam and Employment Program. Secretary, please call the roll of absent members.
The current vote is 3-0. Motion is due pass to Appropriations Committee. Morrell? Fuller? Morrell? Morrell, aye. Fuller? Fuller, aye.
So that bill's 5-0, and that bill is out. Let's see, the next one is file item number 4, SB 780 by Mendoza, Psychiatric Technicians and Psychiatric Technician Assistants Overtime. Secretary, please call the roll of absent members.
The current vote is 3-0. The motion is due pass to Appropriations Committee. Morrell?
What bill number was that?
SB 780, Mendoza.
No.
Morrell, no. Fuller?
Oh, wait, you know what? Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm holding off on that one. Sorry about that. I abstained before.
Fuller?
No.
Fuller, no.
So that bill is out 3-1. Thank you. Okay, and next is item number 5, SJR 1, Senator Bell, Social Security Retirement Benefits Public Employees. Secretary, please call the roll of absent members.
The current vote is 3-1. The motion is be adopted to Senate floor. Fuller?
Aye.
Fuller, aye.
That bill is out 4-1. And finally, we have the consent calendar, of which there's only one item, SB 216 by PAN, the Public Employees Retirement System, the cleanup bill. Secretary, please call the roll of absent members.
Current vote is 4-0. Due pass to Appropriations Consent Calendar. Fuller?
Aye, that's a little bit, yeah.
Fuller, aye.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Live and learn.
Okay, that bill is out at 5-0. Thank you. And seeing no other items on their agenda, the Senate Committee on Public Employment and Retirement is adjourned.